Imagine a night sky so clear, you can see stars winking at you like old friends. Now picture yourself lying on the grass, feeling the earth beneath you, cool and comforting, as you gaze up into that vast expanse. This is where our journey begins today, a journey beyond Earth in search of life across the cosmos. As a child, I was often captivated by the night sky, mesmerized by the thought that beyond each twinkling star there might be worlds unknown, possibly teeming with life as diverse and wondrous as the life here on our own planet. It was a thrilling thought, the idea that out there, somewhere amid the stars, there could be beings looking back at us with the same wonder. So, what would alien life forms really be like? That's a question that's puzzled and inspired us for centuries. We've spun tales of little green men, chatted about Martians, and even imagined complex civilizations in galaxies far, far away. But the truth is, alien life could be something completely unexpected. Let's start with the basics. What is life? On Earth, life comes in various forms: plants, animals, fungi, bacteria, all thriving under the conditions our planet provides. But out there in space, environments could be so different. So alien life might not look like anything we've seen before. Imagine creatures that glow in the dark because they live on a planet with little sunlight, or beings who breathe a different kind of air, nothing like the oxygen that fills our lungs. Take a moment to picture a world where life exists deep below a thick ice layer, like on Jupiter's moon Europa. Scientists believe there's a salty ocean beneath all that ice, possibly warmed by the moon's core. Here on Earth, we find life in the most extreme environments, from the crushing darkness of the deep ocean to the scorching heat of volcanic vents. So, it's not too far-fetched to imagine similar, albeit alien life forms thriving in Europa's hidden ocean, perhaps glowing jellyfish-like creatures, or maybe even something far stranger that we can't quite imagine. Consider Mars, our next-door neighbor in the cosmic neighborhood. It's cold and dry now, but there was once water there, and where there's water, life might have followed. Maybe somewhere beneath the surface, there are Martian microbes living in pockets of moisture. These microbes wouldn't look like much to the naked eye, but they'd be a testament to life finding a way against the odds. And if we go further, past the icy moons and the red planet, into the regions of endless stars, the possibilities expand. Planets orbiting other stars, exoplanets as we call them, might have conditions we can't even dream of. Some could be like Earth, with oceans, forests, and skies, while others might have skies that burn red, or seas that shimmer in odd colors due to chemicals we don't expect. Life on these planets might be so alien in its form and function that it would change our understanding of biology forever. Imagine creatures that feed on metals instead of organic matter, or plants that move from place to place, seeking the best spots to capture starlight. Now, let me share a little story. I once visited a place on Earth that was unlike any I'd seen before, the salt flats of Bolivia. Standing there, surrounded by endless white, feeling the crunch underfoot, and seeing the sky reflected perfectly in the water, I felt like I was on another planet. It was a humbling experience, a reminder of how varied and beautiful our world is. And yet, in all that beauty, my mind drifted to the thought of other landscapes, on worlds far away, that could be just as stunning, just as unique. The search for alien life is not just about finding other beings. It's about understanding our place in the universe, our purpose. If we find even a single microbe elsewhere, it will mean that life is not a rare miracle, but a natural consequence of the universe's vastness and complexity. That realization would speak volumes about the potential for life everywhere, about the shared fabric of existence that ties us all. And then there's the philosophical question of identity. How would discovering alien life change our perception of ourselves? Would we see our differences in a new light, understand that while we may have different cultures, languages, and appearances, we are all fundamentally tied to this one world? Would it unite us more, knowing we are not alone, or push us to further define what it means to be earthly beings? As we think about these distant possibilities, I invite you to hold on to that feeling of wonder. The universe is vast and mysterious, and we are just beginning to scratch the surface of its secrets. With each new discovery, every telescope glance and rover landing, we inch closer to answering that age-old question, are we alone? The answer might be out there waiting for us, in the form of a distant signal, a tiny microbe, or even the whisper of a breeze on an alien shore. Until then, let us lie back, look up at the stars, and dream of worlds yet to be discovered, and the life that might call them home. And in those dreams, may we find a deeper understanding of ourselves and the universe we share. As I stood there, looking up at the vast night sky, I couldn't help but wonder about the possibilities. What if we're not alone? What if out there, among those countless stars, are life forms very different from us? This line of thinking isn't just whimsical. It's something scientists around the world have been pondering for years. And the pursuit of answering this question takes us on an incredible journey across the universe. Let's start with our closest celestial neighbor, Mars. Mars has been a focal point of study when it comes to the search for alien life. Now, you might be thinking about little green men, but scientists are looking for something else: microbes. Microbes are tiny, single-celled organisms that might be able to survive in the harsh conditions of Mars. And boy, those conditions are harsh: freezing temperatures, radiation, you name it. But here on Earth, we've found life in some of the most extreme environments, like deep ocean vents and acidic lakes. So finding microbial life on Mars doesn't sound too far-fetched, does it? NASA's rovers, like Curiosity and Perseverance, have been exploring Mars, searching for signs of past or present life. Perseverance, in particular, is equipped with tools that analyze rock samples, looking for organic compounds that might indicate life once thrived, or is still thriving, on the red planet. Just imagine holding in your hands a rock that could hold the secrets to life on another world. But let's widen our gaze. Beyond Mars, scientists have their eyes on some of Jupiter and Saturn's moons. Europa, one of Jupiter's moons, has a thick layer of ice covering an ocean of liquid water beneath. And where there's water, there could be life. We're talking about a whole ocean, kept warm by heat from the moon's core. It's an environment that could potentially support life forms similar to those in Earth's own deep oceans. Titan is another fascinating moon orbiting Saturn. With lakes and rivers made of methane and ethane, Titan might seem inhospitable at first, but some scientists theorize that life, albeit very different from life on Earth, could exist there. It stretches our imagination, considering the adaptations life might have to survive in such an environment. These moons, along with Mars, offer tantalizing possibilities. But our search for extraterrestrial life doesn't stop there. Projects like SETI, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, are listening to the skies for signals that might indicate intelligent life trying to communicate. Imagine being the one who hears that signal, a universal hello from another civilization. How incredible would that be? Thinking about all these possibilities brings me back to a childhood memory. I remember lying on the grass one summer night, staring up at the stars, and feeling a mix of wonder and insignificance. I imagined what it would be like to meet aliens, to share stories and ideas. If TV shows and movies have taught us anything, it's that imagining is the first step to discovery. The search for alien life is as much a journey within as it is a journey outward. It challenges us to rethink our place in the universe and understand life in its myriad forms. As we continue to explore and uncover the secrets of the cosmos, perhaps one day we will discover we're not alone. Perhaps one day that dream I had as a child will become reality. In every corner of the universe, there's potential for life. And as we keep reaching for the stars, we're not just looking for beings on other planets. We're searching for a deeper understanding of our own existence. Who knows what we'll find in the great beyond? As of now, the journey continues, and with it, our curiosity and wonder. As I sat on my porch one night, gazing up at the twinkling tapestry of stars spread out across the sky, I couldn't help but wonder, are we really alone in this vast universe? It's a question that has fascinated humans for centuries. The idea that somewhere out there, among the billions of stars and trillions of planets, there might exist life forms beyond Earth is both thrilling and humbling. Let's delve into the science of it all. You might be surprised to learn that the search for alien life isn't just the stuff of science fiction. It's a serious scientific endeavor with researchers dedicated to uncovering the mysteries of our universe. One of the first things scientists look for when searching for life is water. That's right, plain old H2O. It's the building block of life as we know it. Wherever we find liquid water on Earth, we find life. Even in the most extreme environments like the boiling hot springs of Yellowstone or the icy reaches of Antarctica. Take Mars, for example. Scientists have found evidence that liquid water might exist under its surface. Imagine this: tiny microbes living beneath the Martian soil, surviving in an environment that's nothing like Earth. It's a possibility that has researchers buzzing with excitement. Then there's Europa, one of Jupiter's moons, with its vast ocean hidden beneath a thick layer of ice. It's like a cosmic Russian doll, where the outer shell hides secrets beneath. Scientists believe that Europa's ocean might contain more than twice the water found on Earth. Now imagine what could be swimming in those alien waters. It sends a shiver down my spine just thinking about it. But the search for alien life isn't just confined to our solar system. With the discovery of exoplanets, planets that orbit stars beyond our sun, the possibilities have expanded exponentially. The Kepler Space Telescope has already found thousands of exoplanets, and some of them lie in what's known as the habitable zone or the Goldilocks zone, where conditions might be just right for life. Let me tell you about a fascinating exoplanet called Proxima Centauri b. It's orbiting the star closest to our sun and sits comfortably in its habitable zone. While we don't know much about its atmosphere or surface conditions yet, it's one of our best bets for finding life beyond our solar system. Of course, life elsewhere might not be anything like life on Earth. It could be something so different that we might not even recognize it if we saw it. Imagine creatures made of silicon instead of carbon, or beings that thrive in environments we would find utterly inhospitable, like the crushing pressure of a gas giant's atmosphere. Our search for these life forms is also evolving. Scientists use radio telescopes to listen for any signals that might be coming from intelligent civilizations. It's called the SETI Project, Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence. While we haven't heard any alien messages yet, the very act of listening connects us with the possibilities beyond our world. I remember a conversation I had with a friend who asked, "Why bother looking for aliens when we have so many problems here on Earth?" It's a valid point, but I believe that the search for alien life isn't just about finding extraterrestrial neighbors. It's about understanding our own place in the cosmos. It's about realizing that we are a part of something much bigger than ourselves, something incredibly vast and awe-inspiring. Each little discovery, whether it's a tiny microbe on Mars or a signal from a distant star, adds a piece to the puzzle of who we are and where we fit in the universe. And that in itself is a beautiful pursuit. As we continue to explore and push the boundaries of our knowledge, let's remember to keep our minds open to the wonders that might be out there. Who knows what amazing discoveries the future holds? The universe is vast, mysterious, and full of potential. And perhaps, just perhaps, one day we might find that we are not alone.